Ryan Garcia parts ways with Joe Goossen. I wonder why that happened. Let's talk.
Push the weight and no flex. The live is 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This just in. Looking at boxing scene, written by my buddy Jake Donovan, one of the few boxing media outlets that I trust. The brother from the brother's a writer, Jake Donovan. Google him, follow him on Twitter. He has this article up on boxing scene. Okay, says here, Ryan Garcia will continue his career at a higher weight and under the tutelage of a new head cornerman. Wow, I wonder what happened. Boxing scene has confirmed that Garcia has parted ways with the veteran trainer Joe Goossen. The split comes a little more than a year after the two joined forces in early 2022, working just 3 fights together, and which ended in Garcia's lone career defeat when he was stopped by unbeaten star Gervonta Tank Davis in the 7th round of their April 22nd super fight at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Neither Goossen nor Golden Boy Promotions chairman Oscar De La Hoya joined Garcia during the post-fight conference. Now, wait just 1 freaking minute. Didn't we say that was a problem? And what did we hear? What did we hear about that being a problem? We say, yo, look, man, there's something up with that. Well, what's up with that? We heard a bunch of excuses. What did we hear Oscar De La Hoya say? Oscar De La Hoya said, hey, man, we were told to get out of here. My bodyguards told us we got to get out of here. You know, there might be a problem. And what did Bernard Hopkins, he was banned from the ring. I get it. You know, he's trying to rub cream on people, the disgusting fool that he is. But the funniest part was this. With Glasses saying they had dinner reservations with their respective women, and the ring walk was scheduled for 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, and the reservations were totally miscalculated. Dinner reservations, and that's a fact. So, you know, we're seeing a whole lot of nonsense coming from there. But what we do know is that they parted ways after that post-press conference. Ryan was on there by himself. No Oscar, no B-Hop, no Goossen. It may have something to do with this. You don't necessarily train Ryan Garcia. You have to collaborate with him because he has his ideas and thoughts, and they ring true 99% of the time. But that 1% of the time was last week when Tank knocked him out. Let me be very clear. A fighter hires a trainer so the trainer can tell him what to do and when to do it and how to do it. You don't hire a trainer just for you to tell the trainer what to do. When I saw this, I said, you know, this is why Ryan lost. This is why. But I don't want to harp on that. Let me just get to this article. With that said, no firm reason behind the split was provided to Boxing Scene, who was otherwise able to confirm the development through the 2 sources close to the situation after ESPN.com boxing insider Mike Coppinger first broke the news via social media. Boxing Scene has also learned that Garcia recently parted ways with Adam Mendelssohn's Upland Workshop, his previously hired publicity team, whose roster of A-list clients includes NBA great LeBron James, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, and famed actor turned politician Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wait a minute. Ryan was working with Adam, and he's parted ways with him? What is going on? This guy, Adam, works with the Terminator, Kamala Harris, and LeBron King James. And he said, no, I'm not dealing with this no more. Something's going on, y'all. Something's going on. I'll read further. Garcia connected with Goossen prior to his ring return last April 9th, which followed a 15-month ring absence. The move first came last February following his split from Eddie Reynoso and an all-star camp that included 4-division and undisputed super middleweight champion Saul Canelo Alvarez. Garcia won 5 fights under Reynoso's tutelage, all inside the distance, including his January 2021 off the canvas 7th round knockout of England's Luke Campbell in what turned out to be their final fight together. Now, let me stop right there. What did Canelo say about Ryan Garcia? Just go back and Google it. Before you label this as a hate video for Garcia, I'm just reporting what's happening, y'all. Google read what I just put up that Joe Goossen said, and remember what Canelo said about Ryan. He clearly said he could be that much better if he applied himself, which he didn't. Okay? All right. Look, man, this is something different. I don't think it's the people in this camp. I think it's Ryan, but whatever. Y'all determine that. There appeared to be a strong bond in place with Goossen through their first 2 fights together, both of which took place in a 3-month span and closer to the 140-pound junior welterweight limit. Garcia claimed a lopsided points win over disinterested Emmanuel Tago last April in San Antonio in a far more fan-friendly 6-round knockout of Javier Fortuna last July 16th in Los Angeles. Garcia then pushed for a showdown with Baltimore's Davis, though matters external of the boxer's immediate agreement pushed the fight beyond the 2022 calendar. You know, Ryan was playing a lot of games, whatever. Y'all know the history. Y'all were there. Both boxers were granted interim fights, which saw Davis score a 9th-round stoppage of WBA junior lightweight titleist Hector Luis Garcia, who moved up in weight in the January 7th pay-per-view headliner in Washington, D.C. Ryan Garcia chose to forego the process, a decision which came after Golden Boy secured the services of Masito Gesta, remember him, for a planned DAZN headline in late January. Masito Gesta is a Filipino fighter. I remember a few years ago they were pegging him to be the heir to Manny Pacquiao's throne, and they had him in a fight with Adrian Broner. They said, "Yeah, man, this guy could beat Adrian Broner." That's for those of you that have been around that long. I remember Masito Gesta. I remember him. I remember him very well. I wonder how he's doing. The decision led to a 9-month gap between fights for Garcia, who'd also agreed to a 136-pound catch weight at the 10-pound same-day rehydration course. Both boxers were under the contracted limit, well within the 10-pound weight cap. On the morning of the fight, Garcia confirmed after his loss to Davis that he will campaign at 140. He'll campaign at the 140-pound junior welterweight division. It is not yet known, as this goes to publication, who will take over the reins as his head trainer. Henry Garcia, Ryan's father, will remain on board, though it's not believed that he will resume his old roles as the leading voice of his son's corner. That's I'll put this link in the description. It's written by our good buddy Jake Donovan. Y'all read it at your own leisure. Look, man, this is my opinion. This right here, I said that this was a problem. When I read this, I said, yo, man, this is a recipe for disaster. First and foremost, I never thought that Ryan Garcia could beat Tank. But when I read this, I said, no, this is a problem. Okay? Everybody capping for this dude and talking about why Oscar and B-Hop didn't show up. Rubbish. Complete rubbish. So now all this truth is coming out. Y'all can let me know what y'all think, but I think it was chaotic as soon as he signed the contract. Ryan is running around here doing what he feels he wants to do, and he was feeling himself. That's what it was. But never mind what I say. Go back to what not Oscar. Go back to what Canelo Alvarez had to say. Go back to him. Remember what Canelo said. Never mind me, because I'm a hater, right? Never mind that. Now him and Goossen is parting ways. Goossen came in there and said, yo, you don't want to listen to me? I'll take your money. This is what I'm saying. This is what I feel. I'll take your money. That I can do. But if you don't want to listen, you got to fight Tank. I don't. I can tell you how to beat him. You got to perform, though. You got to execute. Remember what Canelo said about his training habits or lack thereof. This isn't the internet, man. Well, it is, but it isn't. Listen, your Instagram fans aren't going to help you in that square circle, Ryan. Maybe now you should listen. Maybe the problem wasn't Canelo and Reynoso's gym. Maybe the problem isn't Goossen. Maybe the problem isn't that publicist who works with the vice president in LeBron King James in The Terminator. Maybe the problem is you. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Bronx on deck.
Move!